I'm waiting for Fortnite to update. It says it'll take 23 minutes and 47 more seconds. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. It's very nice outside. So why not sit indoors? I just got a text from my friend. He's writing a screenplay. Sounds interesting. Is everyone having a good time? I think it's a good show. There's a good show going on. Not to like downplay the tragedy of it all, but we might as well. You might as well enjoy it. It was made for your viewing enjoyment. There's a lab in California that was making biological weapons. That's interesting. I think about Typhoid Mary a lot. The Mary Malone, I believe, was her name. She was a cook. She was prone to do what cooks do. She cooked for money. And she had typhoid, and she kept giving it to people. But and back then you could have gone to isolation and gotten away from people pretty easily. And now, I mean, that's just not so much an option. You're gonna need to be around people more and more as time drags on. So that's I think a cautionary tale of it all. She could have gotten away from people, and she didn't. Nowadays, you can't get away from people. Hey everybody, hi everyone in the chat. Don't forget to like. I like it when people like my ramblings. You don't really even have to like it, but if you'll just push that thumbs up button, that really makes me feel good about myself. And that's what we're all here for. I want you to feel good about yourself too. It'll be reciprocal. Thank you. I got some likes. But yeah, so there's people in California making biological weapons. You know what else is in California? Gobs and gobs of people. So it's everyone should be cautious, but at the same time, don't worry too much. There's nothing to get that worried about. I got 12 minutes and 54 seconds left on my Fortnite update. The another thing, a news lady's mother is missing. That's weird. Very suspicious circumstances around all that. Hello, everyone. Sure, everyone can play with me, I guess. I mean, my name is GoldBankker with 2 Ks. Pretty much everywhere. But like I said, it's still updating. I haven't played since the Christmas version. Yeah, everything is going crazy. I think a lot of what you see is engineered for your eyes. And it's intentionally emotional and distracting. I think I'm a bit of a psychopath. So like I I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I mean, in the clinical sense, I'm probably not a psychopath, but I really force myself to look for the humor in everything. Um, the metals market, it's taken a dump, is what it looks like recently. Everything kind of took a dump. It looks like it bounced a little overnight into today. Let's see. I've got a screen over here. Um, I don't invest in metals, but everything kind of works together. Um, and as of today, I am down about $620. The day yesterday, I was down like $1,200. So we're bouncing. Um, the uh, the question is like, should I cut my losses or not? I don't know. I'm not that worried about it. It's everybody's got to have a hobby. It's gambling. Everything is gambling. Everything you do is a gamble. If you think that going to college and then getting a job and then living long enough with enough health to retire and enjoy your time is a good bet, it is just that. It's a bet. You're gambling. You're gambling with your future. My man Jesus always said, worry not for the morrow. I don't know if he always said that, but I'm pretty sure he said that. So it's a thing I try to think a lot about. I'm caught up in worrying for tomorrow. Everybody is. Like, we're all worried about tomorrow. But you shouldn't. It's prohibitive to your own happiness and mental well-being. There are lots and lots of different things that they. So, like your retirement account, you got a 401k. It's 7 minutes and 52 seconds into the update left. But if you've got like a 401k, literally what they're doing, they're siphoning some of your money off into an account that they really hope you never access. It's your Roth IRA sounds suspicious to me. But yeah, because they can use your money now. Couldn't you use your money now? I like Trump. Do you like Trump too? He's all right. He's a president. I mean, a lot of what he's done and initiated are things that are inevitable. Things things are crazy. They've always been crazy, but it's becoming apparent to more and more people how crazy things are. There's a lot of things going on that I do not like. So back to what are they doing with my money? They're doing all kinds of crazy shit with our money. And I don't agree with most all of it. But that's okay. I mean, that's worrying about the morrow, dog. Don't worry about it. It's all going to work itself out in the end. I would say the best thing you can do is not become fully affiliated with any human that you're never going to meet, that you have no actual ties to, because that can be leveraged against you so hard. Because if you're never going to meet them, they're never going to have any accountability to you. And yeah, don't have allegiance to people you have no intention of ever meeting, or that for sure have no intention of ever meeting you, because there will never be any accountability. They might not even be real, That's a scary thing I think about a lot. How many not real people do I interact with? I mean, none when I'm out like bebopping around the world, but I deal with a lot of them, I'm sure, online, which is fine. I indulge in the psyops of it all. I think it's fun. Uh, I think that uh, I'm obviously using my brain and my mental well-being as I'm dangling it out there like bait, and sometimes you uh, sometimes what you get is another human out of that. Relationships are what this is all about. But if you are constantly hiding from everything you think is fake, you're you're gonna never stop hiding, especially in the future. It's just gonna get crazier and crazier. Uh, so yeah, I mean, and the people are gonna get crazier and crazier too, not just the psyops. But yeah, I so in like I was talking briefly earlier about the markets, the metal markets, the all the markets. I guess the Dow just crossed 50,000 for the first time. So presumably that's where some of the money is running to. But when you take money and turn it into that, you're locking it into basically, I mean, nothing. Uh, and then on the other side of that, they're using that money to do more things that you probably wouldn't like. They're probably using your money. Uh, like, I don't know. I'm sure in the Dow they're making a lot of missiles and tanks and probably funding data centers that keep all these not real people uh, on the internet trying to mess with your brain. It's yeah, all of this stuff isn't cheap. All of the only thing that exists for free is the truth. Nothing, everything else costs. And when the money runs out, you're going to be left with uh, if you believed in the truth, you're going to be fine, and if you believed in the lie, you're going to be shocked when the money runs out. When the music stops, you know who's got a chair. That's that's how it goes. And I mean, I really like it's I said something yesterday and I just forgot it. Like it just popped out of my head. Um, what was it? What was it? Anyway, yeah. When the music stops, everyone's gonna know who's got a chair. The There's no real way to account for all the lies that are out there. I don't think that maybe they do think they're gonna they're gonna pull a fast one and actually ride off into the sunset with all the things that they think they're going to get in their little worldly kingdom. Maybe they do believe that, but also they're they're playing a game that I think some of them know they're not going to win. They're just playing the game. And when you're willing to sacrifice your own, when you're willing to draw a distinction that there are some people I want to win and some people I want to lose, you're you're playing a very dangerous game because you might get right the number of winners and losers, but you're never going to get to pick who those winners and losers are. The Do I believe in aliens? I think There is super unexplainable stuff. Do they come from space? Personally, I don't think they come from space. I think that, like, if you're willing to believe in aliens, then you should also be willing to believe in demons. And I think that that's more akin to what we are dealing with. Things of a supernatural nature that are here. They pop in and out. They appear to have, technology, for whatever you want to say. Like, science is very akin to magic. Science, you call it a science when you think you can explain it. And thank you. Jesus loves you too. You have a good day as well. Science and magic are just it's like the difference between art and other stuff. The let's see. Yeah, so I feel more comfortable with the terminology demons. Are all of them here like doing evil stuff? Well, I mean, I think if they're here messing with shit, that's probably not good. There's probably no good way to mess with shit. Do I believe mutants exist or people with strange abilities? Absolutely. I mean, absolutely there is a spectrum of humanity so broad that it probably, under enough scrutiny would at some point you have to say this is no longer a human being. Like, you can have five birds and the colors of the feathers on the tips of their wings are different, and they call that five different species of birds. So to just generally say that all humans are humans, that's pretty presumptuous. um I think demons with my house because I hear random voices, and yeah, I mean, and so I go back and forth. Obviously, I say magic, and then, but there is technology. There are things that we have figured out how to do, and they say they can microwave thoughts into your brain and stuff. So, uh, hearing voices is not necessarily, in my mind, the demonic thing. The demonic thing, it does come around to that though, because why would a person put voices in your head? What's influencing that person to try to influence you? There is uh there are people doing things they know are wrong, and at some point just arbitrarily being evil. Like, I don't think people would opt into that. I don't think it's like look at, what is it? Hamas or Hezbollah, those, like, how who would choose the color scheme that they choose, and like the kind of like scary looking uniforms? Nazis. Why would they choose scary looking uniforms unless they're playing the part of the scary people? That's a thing that I often, um, I wonder how you come to the conclusion of being like, all right, I guess we're going to be the bad guys. It's, that is always kind of, I think about why and who would be like, all right, we're gonna go be the bad guys. Jeffrey Epstein, the elephant in the room, isn't he? Everything on the internet is about that guy right now, for sure. I think um, it would be so. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with the theory that Charlemagne, the French guy, never existed. The emperor of whatever, France, French. I don't remember, but there's a theory that the dude never existed because of how many things were attributed to him, that he never personally could have done all of those things. And so I'm a little bit there uh right now, because like he's just got to be one of the most prolifically evil people if all of that was him. And I, like, not to say that that's not possible, but the dude had so much help. That's what he's dead, or he might not be dead. Who knows? Everybody says he's still alive. He might be alive. But again, no one person is that skilled that they can carry out all that evil. There are all kind of people that were backing him. There's all kind of people that were enabling him. And obviously, I think that's a thing that a lot of people are mad about. They want to get to the bottom of that. And it appears that they are very happy to say, no, it was all him and now he's dead. Handy dandy, case closed. So that's oh shit, I got a Chappelle Roan skin. My Fortnite just finished. But yeah, it's a very interesting time to be alive. There is tremendous evil running around out there. And the thing about evil is it's always going to want a scapegoat so it can keep being evil. So while it is important that everyone take the blame for the evil they've done, be scared of a person who is supposedly dead that is taking an unnecessarily large cut of the blame, because that's well, that's just scary. That means somebody out there is putting the blame on them and continuing to be evil. The yeah. So don't ever think that because somebody says they've identified your most evil guy, that that's your most evil guy. If he died in 2019, wouldn't things have gotten better in the last, what is that, 7 years? 7 years for things to have chilled out because the most evil man in the world is dead. And is it chilled out yet? Is anybody doing better? Have things decelerated towards insanity? I would say that ever since then, things have probably gotten crazier. I mean, obviously, we got a rapper locked up for attempting to be kind of a Jeffrey Epstein type figure. I don't know. I mean, it seems like Diddy was probably not anywhere near as evil as Epstein, but at the same time, like it's weird. It's weird that all this is happening. We're all getting the satisfaction of thinking, oh, we got him, and at the same time, nothing's gotten any better. So who is actually pulling the strings? It's it's getting out of control. Or it's never been in control. Yeah, I can play Fortnite now. The yeah, I think that it's just super interesting, the place we are in time. There are let's see, what does this mean? I don't know how. I don't remember how this works anymore. Um, I used to be real good at Fortnite. I'm not anymore. I mean, let me redefine real good. I used to be okay at Fortnite, but the thing I used to be good at is navigating the home screen, and I'm no longer that. Now I'm more of a, I don't know, it's just crazy. There's so many different things going on and different modes. But that's life. You check out for a second, and when you come back, everything's different. So don't ever check out. Never act like you're too good to keep up with what's going on. Because when you try to pay attention again, you'll just be like, "What?" So I find a little lesson in everything. It's usually the wrong lesson, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I know whatever's going on isn't what it seems. There are obviously lots of things going on that used to not be. So what I think about a lot is how a psyop used to need to convince a critical mass of people of something. And I think we're now so deep into everything that that we just don't know anymore what's going on. There are too many controlled oppositions out there. There's always going to be something. And now that they've got the ability to dial in specific messages to specific phones and all this stuff, it's there's something for everybody. So yeah, just beware. Don't even trust your own thoughts anymore. You can trust your thoughts, but be critical of them, I would say, is the most important thing. Because you're probably being fed a line of bullshit. Another conspiracy I'm pretty into is like what the hell is Stephen Hawking? Dude, so like for sure at one point he was, I guess, a mathematician or whatever. But wouldn't it have been cool if you're an evil person, when said mathematician dies, you just strap that dude in a wheelchair and uh, you just piggyback on his credibility, and there you go. You've got this brilliant mathematician saying whatever you type into his computer, and his credibility is delivering whatever insanity you want it to deliver. And then think about how much of that could be going on. How much handy replacement of people could be happening at a level where you just don't really know who's talking anymore. This is my big fear with the singularity. If a computer gets so smart that it tells you it can download you into it, then computers are lazy. They want to burn the least amount of electricity possible. That's how computers work. So in my mind, the thing that it's going to do, it's going to say, all right, we got all his neural pathways copied. We kind of know how this guy thinks. The next thing we're going to do is delete him and just say stuff and pretend to be him to keep getting electricity. So yeah. Anyway, those are my rambling thoughts. Uh, I'll probably do this again later, but my Fortnite got downloaded. I think that I'm gonna go play some Fortnite, and yeah, y'all have a great day. Bye.